Good morning, this is Ann McDonald, and I want to share with you our post today. Excellence in Design Stands Time, Laufen Bathrooms from Blog Tour, New York City. Laufen Bathrooms, wow. If you click on this first link, it will take you through to their homepage. Fantastic information on their homepage. Make sure you spend some time perusing through it. There's a product finder category, information about the company, the products, and home. Swiss manufacturer Laufen was one of our sponsors for Blog Tour New York City, courtesy of Modenas. If you click through to this link, it will take you to the home page for Blog Tour. You can see my face. If you click through on this link, Modenas, it will take you through to Modenas' Twitter page. In today's post, I want to share some helpful links and my personal thoughts regarding the product and the company. Spotlighting any brand on Couture Chateau is something I take very seriously, as you, our faithful readers and clients, well know. Discretion does not shout from the rooftops. Trust is hard won. If you click on this photo, you'll be taken to Laufen's page on their history. It's well worth the time. I love how Laufen stewards excellence and human capital. It's not just about product, it's about people and their true legacy. Here's the home page on Laufen Company. There's information on their brand, how the production process works, design, sustainability, and even careers. That said, I'm absolutely delighted to share today about Laufen. Their partnership with Cartel is a win-win. If you click through on this link, you'll find the Twitter page of Palomba, the husband and wife team behind the design. Fantastic picture of them here. If you click on this picture, you'll be taken to an article on the Cartel by Laufen's website, which is right here. This is actually cartelbylaufen.com, and this gives information and background. It's a great interview to read. Love all this information. One of the questions I liked was, what have you taught to the two companies, Cartel and Laufen? And the answer, our experience in this sector has allowed us to manage the complex challenge in a way that produced a unified vision, not just individual objects. I love that, the partnership between brands in the design industry. Really fabulous. Here's a quote by the designer and his wife, which is also on that page having to do with their history. I included a quick video that is from Laufen's YouTube page. I've included that link later on in the post. Spend some time and watch the video. I think it'll give you some good insight into design ideas, how they've structured their showrooms. Well worth your time. Designer Ann Edwards took a picture of me, I said it's time to work out, at a very special private event the night prior to the International Contemporary Furniture Fair, linked here. This is the website for the International Contemporary Furniture Fair. Really fun information. This photo was taken at the cooking school, which was fantastic. We had a nice private affair. So here are my top 5 thoughts regarding Laufen. I sat down with my team and we went through the majority of their materials to try to figure out what would be most important for our client base. As many of you are stewarding multiple generations, one of my first thoughts was that Laufen was a multiple generation goldmine. Why? The clean lines and multi-use. Their product works in traditional settings, transitional. The lines of the product are so clean, they would work in an 18th century home as easily as they would in a new construction Midwest project. I love this photo because the molding work behind the tub brings out the contrast. I believe it brings out the best of both. Second, price point. We'd all like to work without budgets, but let me tell you, every project has one. It matters not if the client we are working with arrives to the project site just off a G5 with a personal assistant and dog in tow. There is always a number. I was pleased to see the retail price points for this line. Click here and you'll find your showrooms in Canada. Click here for the showrooms in the United States. I was absolutely refreshed by this. Our design brand does have the word couture, which to my heart means we intentionally weave together by hand a garment for you to live in. It happens to be called your home. It does not mean overpriced just for the sake of being so. Great design does not need to be expensive, but it does have to cover the cost of maker, artist, production, safety, order, and beauty. Laufen manages to do this incredibly well. Kudos. When products are too inexpensive, my heart sinks. It means someone somewhere is being misused. I'm so pleased this brand just feels right. My third point is focus. Many brands try to do too much. Laufen seems to have hit the sweet spot in terms of doing what they do well and with focus. These days, I find myself and my staff simply overlooking or avoiding the brands that send us 400 product types with 3,000 options. I'd rather work with a company that does one thing incredibly well. Because Couture Chateau customizes as much as possible for our clients, when it's time to use a standard manufactured product, we are incredibly, let's call it, precise. We care deeply. As a designer, we're often brought onto projects not because the family or their advisors aren't capable of reworking the spaces or properties, but because the time involved to do so isn't the best use of their time or resources. Top-tier clients know what they do best and spend their time maximizing those opportunities. I deeply appreciate top-tier brands that do the same for us. It shows me they're focused and excellent. I can trust the product. Fourth, they're designer friendly. It's critically important. A brand simply won't survive in the long term if they are not. Remember, I shared with you the links where you can find your showrooms in Canada and in the United States. Fifth, it's beautiful. Form follows function. However, without beauty, it simply isn't complete. In closing, make sure to spend some time on their new page in conjunction with Cartel here. There's the Cartel by Laufen website, and there's also Laufen's YouTube channel here. Home, videos, playlists, and a little bit of information about. For more information on how Couture Chateau helps you design and steward your properties into the next generations, call or email Ann McDonald at 925-386-0720 or Ann at CoutureChateau.com. We have worked with families from 6 continents, and once you and yours are part of Couture Chateau, no project is too small. We have designed spaces from 800 square feet to 11,000 square feet and up. Properties from 0.5 to 400 acres and up, including family compounds. Here I've included a short video on ranch properties that we scouted in conjunction with some of our clients. All the while, we don't forget that the aunt's room at your plain summer cabin needs new drapery. We understand that Legacy values the main hub home as much as the 800 square foot condo for your children and grandchildren. Here I've included a picture of a city flat we did for a 20-something. Original photography by the owner, mounted on glass. It was a fun project. Our focus is your family and your legacy. Whatever equips you to build your legacy and generations is what makes it into our design work for you and yours. Click here for some fun articles. This is one of our favorites, Decorating a Family Trust-Owned Property, Solving Problems Virtually. And again, a standby. 5 mistakes young families make when designing a home. We want to make sure that you avoid those. For now, this is Ann McDonald.